Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Jeremiah 52, Lamentations 1-5, Ezekiel 1-3, Proverbs 17, and Psalm 92. Let's just start. Zedekiah was 20 years old. He became king. He reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Hamil, the daughter of Jeremiah had lived there. He did what was evil in the sight of God, according to Jehoiakim. Because the anger of the Lord came to the point in Jerusalem and Judah, he cast him out for his presence. And Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babylon. The 9th year was reign, the 10th month, the 10th day of the month. Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, and the king with all his army against Jerusalem, he sieged her. He built siege works all around. So siege till the 11th year of King Zedekiah. On the 9th day of the 4th month, the found cities to be in the sea. If there was no food for the people, it reaches more than the sea. And northern of warfare went out from the sea by night by the way of the gate between the two walls by the king's garden. Chaldeans were around the sea. And they went in the direction there, but with the army of Chaldeans pursued the king over to Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho, and the Lord's army was scattered around Friday. Then he captured the king, brought him up to the king of Babylon, Riblah, and Hamath, and he passed sentence to him. And the king of Babylon saw the sons of Zedekiah apologized. And he slaughtered the officials of Judah, Riblah. He put out the eyes of Zedekiah bound in chains. And the king of Babylon took over to Babylon, put him in prison until the day of death. In the 5th month, the 10th day of the 1019th year, King Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the bodyguard, so the king of Babylon entered Jerusalem. He burned the house of the Lord, and the king's house and all the house of Jerusalem. And a great house he burned down, all the army of Chaldeans who were with the captain of the guard, break down the walls around Jerusalem. And Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, carried away captive some of the poor, rest of the people, and the rest of the people left the sea, and deserters who had been deserted to the king of Babylon together with the rest of the artisans. And Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, left some of the poorest of the land who wine just and plenty. And the pillars of bronze were in the house of the land, stand in the bronze cedar in the house of the Lord. The Chaldeans broke in pieces and carried all the bronze to Babylon. And they took away the pots and shovels and snuffers and the basins and the dishes for incense, all the vessels of bronze used in temple service. There's the small bowls and the fire pans, the basins and the pots and the roastings and the dish for incense and for incense the bowls for drink offerings. What was their god? The captain of the guard took away his god. What was the silver? So was the 2 gods of the one sea, the 12 bronze balls that were under the sea. And the stands which Solomon the king made for the house of the their bronze of it. All these things was beyond weight, as the pillars height of one pillar was 18 cubits. Its circumference was 12 cubits, its thickness was 4 fingers, and it was hot. On it was a capital of bronze. Height of one capital was 5 cubits, and network and pomegranates. And more bronze were around the capital, and the second pillar had the same as pomegranates, and 96 pomegranates on the sides. All the pomegranates were 100 upon the network all around. And the captain of the guard took Sir the chief priest, the Zephaniah the second priest, and 3 keepers of the pharaoh. From the sea took an officer who had been commanded of the men of war, and 7 men of the king's guards who were found in the sea, and secretary of the commanding army, and as the heap of land, 60 men of the heap of land who were found in the midst of the sea. And Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, took them and brought them to the king of Babylon, Riblah. And the king of Babylon struck them down and put them to death in Riblah and Hamath. So Judah was taken into exile as hand. This is the number of the people whom Nebuchadnezzar carried away captive. In the 7th year, 23 Judeans, and 18th year, Nebuchadnezzar carried away captive from Jerusalem 832 persons. In the 23rd year, Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, carried captive the Judeans, 745 persons. All the persons were 4,600. In the 37th year of the exile, Jun king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 25th day of the month, and Jehu married that king of Babylon. The year that he began to reign, graciously freed Jun king of Judah, and brought him out of the prison. He spake on the tent, gave a seat about the seats of the kings who were within Babylon. And Jehoiachin put off his prison garments every day of his life, and dined regularly at the king's table. And for his allowance, a regular allowance was given by the king, one to his daily until the day of his death, as long as he lived. Lamentations 1-5. Now blameless is the sea that was full of people. I was like a widow, she was great among the nation, and has become a prince among the princes. Provinces has become a slave. She weeps with tears on the cheeks among all the lovers. He is none to comfort. All her friends don't trust her, so they have become enemies. Jews have gone to exile because of affliction, and hard servitude. She dwells not alone in the nation, finds the rest of his pursues all overtaken her. It is to her distress, the rose desire of her, none comes to festival. Okay, said to the high priest, crying, her virgin had been afflicted, and she sobs off as bitterly. Her face had become the head of enemies, was because the Lord has afflicted her with a multitude of transgressions. And her children have gone away, the captains before the first, the daughter died, and all majesties depart. Her princes become like deer that fled to find their pasture. They fell with her strength before the pursuer. Jerusalem remembers in the days of affliction and wandering. And one day all the precious things all hers one day all, and the people fell into her, and the fire that was not top, her face crowded on her. However, they mocked her down, for Jerusalem sinned grievously. Therefore she became filthy. All her honor had despised it. They seen her naked, and she was self-grace. And as her face away, her anguish was in the skirts. She took no thought of refuge. Therefore her fall was terrible. There is no comfort, O Lord. Behold my affliction, for the enemy's triumph. And the enemy stretched out his hands over all the precious things. And she sent the nations into the sanctuary. And the chimney forbade to enter your congregation. All people cry. And they said, they trade the treasure for food to revive their strength. And look over and see if I am despised. There's nothing to you. All he who pass by, he who can see if there is any sorrow. And so I like my sorrow, which is very upon us, and reflects on the day of his first anger. On on high he set fire, and to my bones he made to say, he said enough of my feet, turned me back, he has left me still and faint all the day long. And I transgression bound to you, by his hand and fastened together. Yes, set upon my neck, he has caused my strength to fail. I will give me to hands of those I cannot withstand. I will reject all my might and my mercy, summon Sunday against me, and to crush me under me. The Lord shone as in a wine press pleasure towards you. These things are weak, my eyes full of tears, for confidence far from me. One to violence, my children are laid desolate. And just like the enemies from her, the answer shall hands, there is none to comfort her. The Lord's command against Jacob, and his neighbors should be against fires, and Jerusalem's come a filthy thing among them. And Lord's in the right for every blood against his word, they heal you, he blows. Heal you, he blows, and see my suffering. My young women, my young men have gone to captivity, and I called to my lovers of the city, that they deceive, and I increased my lovers, perished in sin, they sought food to avoid the strength, live in fire and distress. My stomach churns, my heart wrong within me, because I see them very loss. In the street the soul buries, in the house is like death, in the garden there is no one to comfort me. You know, my nurse heard my trouble, they are glad that you have done it, that you brought the day you went about, and be as I and deal with ones you dealt with me, because all my transgressions for my because of all my transgressions for my grains are many, my heart is free. And the Lord is angry, set the doors aside, and he's cast over heaven to earth. And his spirit silent is, he's not removed, footstool on the day of his anger. And swallowed without mercy, and heaven and Jacob, and his wrath he's breaking down. And his strong punch the door of Judah, and spread down the ground to sunlight the king of his foes. He's cut down facing of the man Israel. And he's withdrawn from his right hand in the face of the enemy. He's been like a flame fire, and Jacob consumed all. He's been his broke in there, his right hand set like fire, and he killed all to life with an eye. In terms of the rulers, his word is spirit like fire, the Lord's become like an enemy, he swallowed up Israel. He swallowed up all his ways of passes, the days of burning strong heights, he multiplied the door of Judah, many Lamentations. Neighbor stays speaks like the battle, and was like his man in Christ. Those men silent for good, have a storm savages, his indignation, spent cakewich. Those who insulted, discerned sanctuaries, delivered to hand, and the walls of houses. He raised a chair in the house of arms on the day of the festival. The Lord determined to let him those who wore the doors. He stretched out the measuring line, he did not restrain his hand from destroying, he caused their power to them. He lingers together, he is a summer ticker. He is a round of reckon of others, king prince among the nations, and loves no more, the prophets find no vision from the Lord. As the doors stand on the ground sides, and he thrown dust in the head and sackcloth of the young woman that Judah. He bade the hair stood around their eyes and footed out of my stomach chest when the bills are poured out to you. And bars poured out to them because of the destruction of the people. There's infants and babies free in the streets of sea. You cried to them, as well as bread and wine, as they free and make way to me. And in the streets of sea is the eyes poured out and the mouths busted. What can I say for you to what compare? I adore Jerusalem. What can I liken to you that I come to your vegetable and your Jerusalem side? You run and fast to seek and heal you across the sea for your fasting sacrifices. You not express your iniquity to restore your fortunes. You seen for your oracles that false and misled you. And we pass along the way, clap the hands of you, and his away the hands. And I adore the church, and this see those called the perfection of beauty, the joy of all death. All your enemies are identity, his day next to teeth. You cry, we sought her, this day we long for. No, we haven't received those on his purpose. His character's way, he's coming along there, he's done it without pity. He's made the enemy of Joseph, and exalted the mighty first. And I cried to the Lord, all the doors are, and there's tears streamed down like a torrent. Day and night, give yourself no rest, and your eyes no respite. My eyes cried in the night, the beauty of the night watch, should correct your heart like water. And all the presence of the Lord, lift your hands to him, and civilize each other. Be faithful for hunger, the head of every street. Look at the Lord and see, with him may be dealt with us, suitable me to further with. And Jonah contended, he praised the cultivate the Lamentations of the Lord, and thus the streets like a young and the whole. My young men have fallen by the sword. He will kill them on the day of anger, slaughter without pity. You summon as if to a festival day, my tales never said. On the day of the anger of the Lord, no one escaped to survive. Raise my heart and raise my enemy to destroy. I am the man who has seen affliction under the Lord's wrath. He should not brought me into darkness without any light. Surely against me turns his hand again and again the whole day long. He's made my flesh and my skin waste away. He's broken my bones. He's besieged never let me with bitterness and tribulation. He's made me dwell in darkness like the dead long ago. He's walled me about that I cannot escape. And he's made my chains heavy, though I call and cry for help. He shuts up my craters, blocked my ways, blocks of stones. He's made my paths crooked, he's a very line away from me. Lying and hiding, he tears aside my steps and tore me to pieces. He's made me desolate, he bent his bread and set me as a target for his arrow. He drove into my kidneys arrow as a quiver. I have become the laughing stock of wolf, was the object of his once all day long. He's filled me with bitterness and sable, he has hold me. He's made my teeth grind up, he's made me cover with meshes. My soul is bereft of peace, I have forgotten what happiness is, so I say. My assurance is perfect, endurance is courage, so is my heart from the Lord. I remember my affliction, my wonders, above my nickel. My soul continually remembers it, bowed down within me. And I say, quite mine, therefore I've heard. The steps of the Lord never cease, and now sees no come to me. And near every morning, grace and faithfulness, the Lord is my portion, as my soul. Therefore I'll hope in him. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, just so who seeks him. It is good that one should be quietly for salvation, Lord. It is good from midnight, that he can see. And so let him so it's like unto, and let him put his mouth in dust, that it may be heard. And let him give his cheek to one who strikes, let him be filled with insults, the Lord will not cast off forever, but though he cause grief, he will compassion according to abundance of steps long. He does not afflict from his heart or grieve the children of men. Crush on the full of prisons of the earth, to deny men justice in the presence of the Most High. To subvert a man is lawsuit, the Lord does not approve. He has spoken and came to pass, unless the Lord is committed. It is not from the mouth of the Most High that good and man come. Why should living men complain of man about the punishment of sins? Yes, testing examine our ways, return to the Lord, let us lift our hearts and minds to God in heaven. We transgress their body, you do not forgive. You wrapped yourself in anger, pursuers, killing without pity. You wrapped yourself with Christ, and no prayer can pass through. You have made us scum and garbage among the peoples. All our enemies are bitter mass against us. Panic and pitfall have come upon us. Devastation and destruction, my eyes flow with rivers of tears. This is destruction and door of my people. My eye will flow without ceasing, without respite. Until the Lord from heaven looks down and sees. My eyes cause me grief. Let the fear of all the doors of my sea. I have been hunted like a bird, like those who are my enemies are cause. They found me alive and to pit and cast stones on me. Water goes over my head. I said, I am lost. I call on your name of the Lord from the depths of the pit. You have my plea, deal and close your ear to my cry for help. I came near when I called to you and said, Joffrey, you have taken on my cause, O Lord. You have redeemed my life. You have seen the wrongdoing to me, O Lord. Judge my cause. You sit on the bench. All their plots against me. You have heard their taunts, O Lord. All their plots against me. And they lips and thoughts of my assailants against me all day long. Behold the sin and the rising. I am the arbiter of the tongue. You have paid them, O Lord. I am going to work in the hands. You give them dollars to high. Your castle down. You pursue them in anger and destroy them. Unto your heavens, O Lord, how the God is going to, how the pure God is changed, the whole stones lie scattered at the head of the tree. The righteous ones as I am with their wit and find God, how they regard as earth and pots. They are good upon his hands, every eating jackals off their breast they nest you. The door of my people is come cold, like the ostriches in the wilderness. Tongue of the nursing infant sticks to the roof of his mouth for thirst. Turn back for food, but no one gives it to. Those who want to feast on delicacies perish on the streets. Those who are brought up in purple embrace ash heaps, so the chastest men drum the heap was good and grave, and their passionate soul nourishes everything in manner. Their hands were run for, their brains were purer than snow, whiter than milk, their bodies were more bright than gold. Their form was like saffron, and their faces black and stone. They did not recognize in the streets, and the sin has shriveled it on their bones. Those who come astray were happier where the victims are sword and the victims are hunger, and wasted away, pierced by lack of the fruits of the field. Their hands of compassion were on their bore down children. They became the fruit and the destruction of the door of my people. The Lord gave full vent to his wrath. He poured its heart and became king of fine side. They consumed the foundation. Kings of the earth did not believe, nor any of the inhabitants of the world. Therefore I enemy could enter the gates of Jerusalem. They saw the sins of their prophets and the iniquities of their priests, showing them the midst of by righteousness. They wandered their blind through the streets. They were so defiled with blood that no one was able to touch their garments. They away unclean people cried them away, away, do not touch them. They became fugitive wanderers. You will sit among the nations. You shall stay with us now. No one suffers God, he will guard them no more. No honor was shown to priests, no favor to others. No eyes failed ever watching vainly for but no vainly watching we watch for a nation that cage. Which cannot say. They dug their steps so we cannot walk in the streets. They endured in our days of number. We are in their colour. Our pursuits swift and the eagles in the house. And Jesus does something like that. And their way faster than the wilderness. And the third nostrils of the Lord was captured in their pits. With whom we sit under the shadow, we shall live among the nations. We are just to be glad, daughter. You who dawn as a 2 years, so shall the cup shall pass. Shall I become drunk and strip yourself bare? The punishment in iniquity, daughter Zion is complete. You'll keep in exile no longer. The iniquity, daughter Zion, he'll punish. You uncover your sins. And remember the Lord was performed, so conceal the disgrace. And it's been turned over to stranger, for them to foreigners. They become orphans, fathers, some mothers are like widows. They pay for the water reaching, the water again must be pulled. Our pursuers are our next way, they are given numerous. They are given the hand to each and to a Syria, ready to get bread enough. Our fathers are now, but we bear their iniquity, slaves of us, there is none to deliver us from their hand. They get our bread, the peril of our lives against the sword and wounds. My skin's hard, no, with the burning heat of famine. Women are raped inside, young women in the towns of Jew, and suffering by their hand, and their respect is shown to us. Young men compared to ground and boys stagger undelectable. The woman had left the sea, the young men music, the drove for hearts, seized against them, and turned to money. The crown is fallen from their head, always just for reason. The sad hearts become sick, with these things eyes are granted. And the sun which lies desolate, jackals prowl over. A year, O Lord, reign forever. You throw joys to all generations. Why do you forget us? Why do you restore the sake of so many days? Restore us to yourself, O Lord, you restore. In your days is so well, unless you value your justice, you remain exceedingly angry with us. Ezekiel 1-3. In the 30th year, in the 4th month, the 5th day of the month, as was among the exiles on the Jabal, the answer opened saw visions, so go. On the 5th day of the month, the word of the Lord came to Ezekiel, the priest, son of busy. You know, then the Chaldeans, the red Jabal, and the hand of the Lord was upon them. And the whole story moon came up out of the north, and a great cloud with brightness over it, and a fire flashing forth continually. And this the fire, as there was gleaming out from the midst of it came black as full of living creatures. And this was their appearance, they human like each had 4 faces, each of them 4 wings. And their legs were straight, soles their feet were like the soul of a cast foot. They sparkled like burnished bronze, under their wings were 4 strands of human heads. And the 4 had their faces and their wings thus. Their wings touched one another. Each one of them went straight forward, without turning as they went. That's the likeness of their faces. They each had a human face. 4 had a face of a lion on the right side, 4 had the face of an ox on the left side, and the 4 had the face of an eagle. Such were their faces, and their wings were spread out above. Each creature had 2 wings, each were touched something with their mouth, while 2 covered their bodies, and each went straight forward. Wherever the spirit would go, they went, without turning as they went. As the likeness of living creatures, the appearance like the burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of torch moving to and fro among living creatures. And fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning, and the living creatures ran to and fro like the appearance of a flash of lightning. As I lifted the living creatures, I saw beyond the left side of the living creatures, one for each of the four of them, and as for the appearance of the wheels, and their construction, the appearance like a gleaming barrel, and the four had the same like the appearance of construction being as it were a wheel within a wheel. And they went not in the four directions, so turning as they went. And their rims were torn also, and the rims were all full of eyes over. And the living creatures went, and the wheels went beside them. And when the living creature rose from the earth, the wheels rose. And the spirit wanted to go, they went, and the wheels rose along with them. The spirit of the living creature was in the wheels, and those went, these went. And those stood, these stood, and these rose from the earth. And the wheels rose along with them. So the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. Over the heads of the living creatures there was a likeness of an expanse, shining like with a warm sparkling crystal. Above the heads under the expanse, their wings were stretched out straight, one toward another. Each creature had two wings covering its body, and they had the sound of their wings like the sound of many wings. Like the sound of the Almighty, it sounded tomorrow like the sound of an army. They stood still, they let down their wings, and there came a voice from all above the expanse over their heads. They stood still, they let down their wings. Above the expanse of the heads was the likeness of the throne, appearance like sapphire. And seated above the likeness of the was the likeness of the human appearance, upward from one end the appearance of his waist. I saw as it were, like the appearance of fire and closed door, and downward from one of the appearance of his waist. I saw as it were the appearance of fire. It was bright and surrounded, like the appearance of the bow that was in the cloud of daylight. So was the appearance of bright and so on. And such was the appearance of likeness of the God of the Lord. When I saw, I found my face, and I heard the voice of one speaking. And he said to me, Son of man, stand on your feet, I will speak with you. And as he spoke to me, his spirit entered to me and set me on my feet. I heard him say to me, Son of man, I send you two people, such are nations of rebels who rebelled against you. Then their fathers have transgressed against me to this very day, the sins of several impudent stomach. I send you to them, and shall say to them, Thus is the Lord. Whenever they hear, refuse to hear. They know that a prophet has been among them. And you, son of man, should be not afraid of them. Do not be afraid of their words. Their brazen thorns are with you, and you see not scorpions. Do not be afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks. They are about his house, and he shall speak my words. Whether they hear or refuse to hear, they are about his house. Then you, son of man, hear what I say to you. You know about us like they are about his house. Open your mouth, eat what I give you. And behold, a hand was stretched out to me, behold, a scroll of a book was on it. And he set it before me, and we wrote on the front and the back, and written on a word of lamentation, moaning away. And he says to you, Son of man, eat whatever you find here, eat the scroll, eat the house, Caesar. And I opened my mouth, and he gave me the scroll. He said to me, Son of man, feed your belly the scroll. And I gave him for his son within it. And there was mouth the sweet house of honey. And he said to me, Son of man, go to house, speak with my words. You don't send to people foreign speech and hard language to their houses. I'm saying he was a foreign speech and hard language, whose words you cannot understand. Sure, if I sent you to such, they would listen to you. Houses will not be willing to listen to you, but no one willing to listen to you. As all he houses as a half and 7 heart. No, I made your faces hard, their faces, and foreheads hard, their foreheads. Like emery hard and fire, I made your forehead. I have not all be dismayed with their looks of their about house. When we said to Son of man, all my words I shall speak to receive now. And here it is, and go to exalt two people to speak to and say to I says, Lord God, whether the hearer refuse to hear, whether the spirit can hear behind me the voice of every earthquake. I see the glory of the Lord for Christ, the sound of winds and used to touch one another. And the spirit of the Lord is lifted there. Beside them, the sound of great earthquake, spirit lifted me up and took me away. And when I beat me, say, Hear my spirit, and hear the Lord being struck upon me. I came to exile to tell our people who had done about Jabakana. And I sat with them during and I sat there among the 7 days. And the 7 days the word Lord came to me, Son of man, I have made you a watchman for the house of Israel. And whenever you hear a word from me, I shall get the warning from me. And I said to me, so shall I die, and shall give no one, and speak to one the wicked for his evil way. Not to say it was like a wicked person shall die for his iniquity. This will I require your hand, if you want the wicked. He doesn't turn for his wickedness or from his evil way. Should I fight iniquity, you would early so. Yet a star righteous person turns from his righteousness and great injustice. And I stand and broke before me shall die. And if you do not want, he shall die for his sins. Righteous deeds is done, shall I be remembered. This but I will cry your hand, if you want the righteous person not to sin, he does not sin, shall surely live. And because he took warning, you have to live yourself. And the Lord was upon me, then he said to me, Arise, go out into light, and thou speakest to shall rise and went out into light, and behold, the glory of the Lord stood there. And he glorious in my Shabbat, and I found my face, and fared unto me, set me on my feet. And he spoke with me, and said to me, Go, show yourself within your house, and you son, and behold, cords will be placed upon you, shall be bound with them. So you cannot go out among people, and I'll make your tongue cling to the roof of your mouth. So you'll be mute, no, but to have another perusal. And the day of God's house, then I speak again, open your mouth, and you shall say, Thus is love, he who hear, let him hear, and he who refuse to hear, let him refuse. For the day of God's house. Proverbs 17. Bears a drum was required the house for feasting and strife. 7 deals rights to rule over some action, for any sharing hands amongst the past. Christmas so in the furnace of God, the Lord tests us, the dog will listen to wickedness. And like gives ear to his cheer's tongue, whoever mocks the poor insults his maker. He was glad climbing rock, gunpowder, grandchildren of the crown of age, a glory and children is their fast. Righteous is not becoming to a fool, still false speaks to a prince. Right like a match stone, the eyes of the one makers, and whoever returns to prostitute, whoever causes offense seeks life. He who repeats a man separates close friends, he will be a good deep into a man's name. 100 blows into a fall, even when 6 bad. They call us no reason against it, like a man in his sheep out of the cows. Rather than fall in his fire, even if returns evil food, he will not depart from his house. And he gave me instructions like raining out water, so quick before the coral breaks out. He just less wicked, he will give no to righteous, I bet like an abomination to the Lord. When I shoot and fall, I have money in him, so I was only those stones. Friend loves all times, but as well for first one makes sense gives a punch, puts security puts his name. I love transgression monster. He was dough, has destruction, man's crocodile does not discover. No one sounds time for the clan. He decides for good stuff, so their father for his man Joe, Joe for his goodness, and crush spirit drives the bench. Make his lips to brown secret to correct the ways of justice, and sign sets face to a wisdom. And the last of four names yet. And four son of creatures all the business terrible, and to impress the crown of righteousness, no good. One strict name with the upright. So restrains the wisdom, not so that he is crucified and answer. The other four keeps signs considered word, and he close to this he's demon torture. Psalm 82. God has taken his place in divine counsel, and mercy God to hold judgment. How long will you judge unjustly, and show partiality to the wicked? You have justice to the weak and the fathers, maintain the right, afflict and the destitute, rescue the weak and deliver them from the hand of the wicked. And you neither know not understand, they walk about dark from the foundation of the earth has shaken. I said, you are God, sons of most high, will be nevertheless like many shall die and fall like any prince who rise above justice. For you shine herald the nations. Now this nation knows your God's fire, fear God, hence why how be a name, you can become done with it. Your will be done on earth as in heaven. It is that day about forgive us those who forget our debtors, these not to taste the evil one. In this kingdom, power and growth forever. And see you tomorrow. Bye.